We've been in touch with the local police up there on the ground, and a spokesman there does confirm that around 50 kilograms of explosives was packed inside a car that was parked by the side of the road. It was detonated by remote control when these consular vehicles passed by. And we understand that one civilian was killed. That was a bystander. There were 11 people injured inside the vehicles, but we don't believe that any of those injuries at this point are thought to be serious. But this continues the attacks that we've seen just over the past couple of weeks since the death of Osama bin Laden. And once again, the Taliban claiming responsibility. We've had a phone call from a Taliban spokesman saying that this is part of what is now going to be an ongoing and coordinated series of attacks against American, NATO and Pakistani military and government interests. He says it is directly related to the killing of Osama bin Laden. It is revenge for his death. It is also related to the ongoing operations against the Taliban throughout Pakistan. Last week, if you'd recall, more than 80 military recruits were killed in another double suicide bombing just not very far from where this attack had happened today, also in that Peshawar region. This is part of an ongoing campaign by the Taliban, revenge for Osama bin Laden against the operations that are being carried out against the Taliban here and targeting NATO, American and Pakistani interests. Rosemary?
And Stan, this is true terror, isn't it? I mean, for the people there in Pakistan, they don't know when and where the Taliban is likely to hit with these ongoing and coordinated attacks.
Precisely. The Taliban has shown that it can hit throughout the country. It can hit military targets, police checkpoints. It can hit civilian targets as well. And it's not just the Taliban, of course, but there are other associated militant groups as well who can also carry out these types of attacks. You're not talking about a frontline war here. You're talking about a series of terror explosions or attacks that can happen at any given time. And just yesterday, we received a videotape from the second in command of the Pakistani Taliban warning to expect a lot more of this after bin Laden's death. He said that bin Laden may be gone, but his mission lives on, and he is vowing to fulfill that mission. They see the Pakistan government as being weak and vulnerable. They're especially seizing on this new low in the Pakistan-US relationship to test the resolve of the Pakistan military. That's why they're stepping up a lot of these operations at the moment. And when Pakistan gets criticised for not doing enough in this war against terror, for not going harder against the insurgents, well, the Pakistan government here says what more can be done. Pakistanis are paying in blood. More than 30,000 of them have been killed over the past 10 years just from these types of attacks.